Hey guys, welcome back to another Big Guys World of Tanks Xbox One video. My name's Ben, and today we're in the Jagdtiger88. So, if you've been around on the channel for a while, you've probably realised this is one of my favourite tanks. We used to have quite a lot of videos up on it, but I don't think we've done an Xbox One yet. So, and I had this pretty nice round the other day, yesterday in fact, and I wanted to get it up, so here we are. So if you're not familiar with this tank, this is a Tier 8 German premium tank destroyer. It's been around for quite a while. I think it's only the first Tier 8 premium tank that I bought. It's a really good money maker. But aside from that, it's just a very good tank as well. It's got very strong superstructure that's pretty likely to bounce most shots from anything excluding Tier 9 tank destroyers, or maybe Tier 8 tank destroyers firing premium rounds at you are going to go through that. But you're going to bounce a lot of shots on that superstructure if they're just firing. If you've got Tier 8s, Tier 7s firing regular ammo at you, even some Tier 9 heavies and mediums, they might be bouncing on that. It has the pretty standard Jagdtiger weakness. It's got the very weak lower plate, as you'd expect. It's very easy to get your engine set on fire at the front there, like a lot of German tanks. But if you can try and keep that lower plate covered, and if you can try and angle yourself a little bit when possible, you can minimize that risk. Although angling's difficult because you're such a high rate of fire tank, you don't really have too much time to angle between shots. You want to just sit there and unleash DPM. And DPM is what this tank is all about, really. The armor's nice, but the rate of fire this thing has is just sickening. And once you get in a situation where if you've got someone side on, or you can track someone, you can just absolutely unleash carnage on people. With a 4-second reload, they're doing a very nice amount of damage and a very good amount of penetration. And what I also really love about this tank is just the accuracy. I find the accuracy very reliable, very good. Dispersion is pretty low, or certainly feels pretty low. Meaning that you can take advantage of aiming for weak spots generally, compared to the sort of the more higher alpha damage tank destroyers. It's like the ones on the Soviet line, the Object 704, or or those kind of tanks, the ISU. Compared to those, you get a lot more accuracy. You can actually aim for weak spots rather than just sort of aiming for center of mass and hoping. But anyway, so back to the battle. So we're on mines. I've pushed up to the middle. It's quite a nice place for getting a bit hull down, covering up your lower plate on the middle here. When they've got artillery, it's a bit risky, but I thought I'd take that risk and see how it went. Turned out worked quite well, because we've pushed up and taken this middle, and that's a really key area of the map to take if you can do it. And it looks like we've got the enemy pretty well on the back foot here. We've already got their arty spotted, so he's in a panic. I'm just trying to figure out what this guy's behind. There we go. So this guy has got no chance. An IS with Jagdtiger 8 shooting inside is just going to tear him apart. I think he's probably just sitting behind a bit of destructible terrain, but it covers up the marker and shows him being in cover there. But eventually I get the idea and just keep firing, and it does the job. And there he goes, kill number 1, 8 damaging shots, 3 assists. So our team's kind of reasonably well spread out at the moment. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't spotted more of their team up over here. It leads me to think there's probably quite a few of them over on the beach. Oh, and there we go, a few more getting lit up now. And this tends to happen on mines. People really camp back here, and if no one goes to attack the middle hill, then you get screwed, because you can't camp back. If you're all getting spotted when you're camping back, you've got no hope. You're just going to get annihilated. You need to get someone on that key ground in the middle, really. So the Ferdinand's a pretty dangerous target. He's got a pretty mean gun on him. And I'm just being a little bit mindful of that. I want to keep my hit points together. There we go, there's another target. Now I fluff a few shots here. I fired, the first shot misses and hits the rock, and then I decide maybe that angle's too steep on the side for me to pen, so I go for the hatch. Then I hit the rock again, so I think, okay, I'll just go for the side, and it turns out that's fine. A couple of nice shots, and then he gets finished off by the T-54 there on my team. So it's still vaguely even on the teams, although we're in a much more dominant position. But the beach has fallen. I'm keeping an eye on that, because you'd never. This is the sort of situation where you classically get quick capped, where two people would suddenly pop up on your cap you out, and you're done. So always keep an eye on the map. Be aware of what's going on in the battlefield. So there we go. That's the danger from the Ferdinand I was talking about. Eating a big hit from him there, probably right through that lower plate that I was showing him pretty generously. But as soon as I hear that siren going, the base capture siren going, I spin around, head straight back, so I'm very wary of getting capped. I always try and have the attitude of fall back and defend your base rather than try and capture the enemy base in return. Yields much higher results. And in a kind of weird twist of fate, the enemy seem to have got two of their guys camping up on the hill where the Greens normally camp. So it's normally where you'd find our tank destroyers sitting and waiting, but I guess they went up there to try and find the RT and didn't see him. The RT's hidden over there. And you'll notice what I'm doing here, right? And so I'm pretty low health, and I'm trying to get this little kind of edge of the rock in front of me. I'm putting that in between me and this T-34 to cover that lower plate. So hopefully he's probably not got any shot on it. If he does, it's going to be a very slim one, and he'll only be able to hit my superstructure, which will hopefully bounce on, as long as he's not firing premium. And I'm going for that front wheel. There we go, side of the front wheel, trying to track him, lock him in place. He bounces, and then I should be able to get at least 3 shots away, probably before he can reload. There we go. Or 2 or 3 shots, probably 2.5 to his 1. So we go, we're up to 15 damaging shots, still already looking like it's going to be a pretty decent silver haul. If you're familiar with this tank and know how much silver it makes, you can probably start to guess this is going to be a pretty good haul, with a nice bit of assist as well. So these guys start to push down. I think they've pretty much given up on trying to win now, and this guy is just going all for glory to try and get that artillery, and I don't blame him really. I mean, well, I don't know. You're in an E50. You could probably make a better go of it than that. But when it's the end of the battle, people just think about getting some easy damage because they know they're going to lose. So we go 17 damage ribbons, 2 guys left. See if we can grab another couple before it ends, and then we'll have a look at what silver we've got. 1 more kill for the bag, 13 damage, not very much there. And a nice side-on E50 tracked. Thank you very much. Good night, Vienna. So there we go, 15-7. Absolutely smashed them. 18 damaging ribbons. And this is one of the biggest silver hauls I've had for ages. I think I've only had over, we go, 214,767 silver with premium. That's with a couple of ops, as you might imagine, but not too many. I think there's a 25% bonus there from one op and another 10,000 bonus. So we go, there's the 10k, there's the 25%. But not any crazy ops, getting 215k. We got a Confederate medal as well for hitting 6 different enemy tanks that were killed by other teammates. We've got 4,000 damage, which is pretty nice at tier 8. 1,875 base XP, 1,500 blocked, and a bunch of assist as well. Remember, blocked gives you a little bit of XP as well, so if you play your tank to its strengths and bounce a lot of shots, that can help the amount of XP you get. So there we go. I hope that gave you a nice little demo of what the Jagdtiger88 can do, and if you think that might be something you want to buy, it's very expensive. That's a hell of a lot of gold to part ways with, but if you've got some spare cash and you're thinking of buying a tier 8 premium and you like kind of slow, reasonably armored tank destroyers, then this is probably going to be the one to go for you. I certainly love it and have no regrets about buying this tank. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did enjoy it, please think about it and hit like and subscribe and all the rest of that cool stuff, and tell your mates about the channel. That's the main thing. Nice one. My name's Ben, we're the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.